15 seconds. Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Party rock! Yeah.
I feel like a needle on the record, scratch my itch. Watch you walk in circles, hit the beat.
Let us go.
Yeah, you know what it is. Everything I do it big. Yeah, you know what it is. Everything I do it big. Yeah, you know what it is. Everything I do it big. Yeah, you know what it is. Everything I do it big.
Bottles in the ice, like a blizzard.
Okay, everybody, here we are. We have just begun this replay because it's a replay cast, and this is going to be quite awesome because we're going to be spawning directly on top of oGaming's Aurex, who is going to be our Protoss, who's actually also in pink because we have a repeat of that last game. But instead of a Terran opponent, we have a Zerg opponent. Grippe, who will be representing oGaming, is going to be the red Zerg in the bottom right. We're playing on GSL Antiga Shipyard, and this is a new best of 3. So we're back to a 0-0 player score, but we have a but we also have me saying apparently oGaming is playing against Grippe, which is not right. It's oGaming. There we go. And oGaming is down 1-0 because Fugazi took his series. That was the first one that we did see. And with this, let's just go ahead and be happy because we have great PvZ for you all.
Yeah, so happy to see a new matchup, not another PvT, just to, spice things up. And I'm really hoping that we're on the same exact second mark. I kind of guessed as to when you started the replay.
Yeah. Oh, I'm
so
at
hopefully
134, 5, 6, 7.
Okay.
Cool.
Perfect. All right, now we're absolutely perfect. So hopefully none of those slip-ups where I just end the game and you're like, oh, they're still in the fight.
Yep.
That's always the worst one.
It's the nature of Wings of Liberty.
Yeah, one day we're gonna look back and be like, remember 10 years ago in Wings of Liberty when you couldn't go into the same replay? Those were not the days.
Nope, there was
one day.
There's definitely better than that. But alright, we actually saw a 14 pool out of Grippe, who's now going to be trying to throw down what looks like either a 15 or a 16 hatch next. Aurex is actually doing a good job of keeping his pro from taking a lot of hits, actually. Incredibly well done, considering that Grippe's doing a really good job, actually, of keeping those drones active.
Yeah, they're super active now. He actually hasn't had 300 minerals until quite recently, so he can't put it down right now. There it finally goes down, and the probe does as well. It did take quite a bit of a few seconds off of that hatch timing, so very nice by him. And of course, he's going to go with that forge. First opening into a nexus, and then a cannon right afterwards, or a gateway, depending on how safe he feels, I guess.
Yeah, I can tell you right now, Aurex did not want to lose that pro, I mean, for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
But most importantly is the fact that he actually lost an opportunity to do some good cannon pressure. Because if you look at his forge timing, his forge has been done for quite a bit. So what he could have done, actually, is if Grippe went for a really fast third, which he should be doing because it's CVP, he could have then placed a cannon or two, and on Antiga Shipyard, you can go pylon, cannon, and gateway to fully wall that off and almost get a guaranteed kill because Zerglings will not be able to touch that in the early game when there are no roaches. And Antiga, you only have these 3 options. You can't take your third in the middle of the map or in a weird area because it's not Brood War. So I'm going to make those Brood War references because we did in the last one. Because in Brood War, if you guys aren't familiar with this, in ZVP, your third base was on the all the way opposite side of the map every single game.
Yep, on the other side of the map at the natural, what was it? Yeah, you're exactly right about that. I'm surprised he didn't, as you said, keep that probe alive, because it's so powerful in the third. Now, we do see that Grippe, or Grippe, or whatever his name actually is scouting really religiously with this Zergling, so probably died to a cannon rush one too many times. I know a lot of Zergs have. Kind of sucks. But back on the Protoss side, I know you're the Protoss masters here, but I gotta put my diamond level input here. I hate this wall off on Antiga Shipyard. This is such an awkward wall off. I love the diagonal one, but he seems to like the front wall.
Yeah, there's a big argument. A lot of people have different opinions on whether it's better to wall at at that ramp or actually use this shorter distance between the ramp directly between the main and the natural. It can be it's a little weird. Both have their drawbacks and advantages and all of that, but personally, in Toon Valley and Antiga Shipyards are the worst maps to actually get a wall on.
Yeah, and Tube sucks as well, actually. I wish I could take that off my my map votes, but unfortunately I've already chosen my 3 or 4 votes, whatever it is. But so we do see a probe has in fact scouted for the 3rd, so he knows that no immediate all-in is coming. Now we will also scout that there'll be 2 more gas taken at the natural. Now if he's able to kill the probe before it was into the main, he could mistakenly think this is an all-in, but no, he sees no gas at the main.
Well, he sees there's no gas in the right geyser on the main.
Yeah.
But, and something, okay, this is actually relevant, which is cool. I've seen some people go for 1 gas geyser in every single base, and they make it the one that's harder to scout. So we could have the left one taken in the main, and then have the 2 at the natural, and then maybe have like the far one at the 3rd or something. And people dart in and see, oh, it's only 2 gases. Okay, cool, normal stuff. And then they get hit by banelings and roaches, and it's like, what?
Yeah.
And then they get pissed off, and then they rage, and it gets leads to a bad situation that no one enjoys except those watching.
Yeah,
Or the
unless
one
you're...
causing the rage.
Yeah, that's true. Unless you're the Protoss player and then you actually just go cry in a corner. You weren't able to scout it. That happens all the time, I swear to God. I'm like, oh, he took a 3rd base and he doesn't actually saturate it, so he's still all-in, and I'm like, alright. Let me go cry for 10 minutes before I get back on the ladder, because I am so easily broken like that. But we have a relatively early lair coming out from Grippe right here. All the other times are, of course, very natural, so at least see what he's going for. Probably the 12-minute max out. He has gotten 2 more gases at that 3rd, so actually what you were talking about, the weird gas placings actually come into effect here. No gas on the main. That's so, unique.
I really like it. We're having a second Evo champion build as well. But what I really like is this fast 3rd, and what I like even more than that is the fast scouting of Grippe. This is something I've been watching on the minimap this entire game. Stream is down. What? No, it's not. It's not down. I've dropped 6 and 14 frames. It's not down.
They lied.
Yeah. It's not down. Okay.
They just wanted to hiccup us and throw a curveball in there.
Yeah, alright, so... but anyway, back to my point, is that the scouting that has been absolutely amazing for Grippe, because you even see this patrolling Zergling at his 3rd. He's walking around, he saw his 3rd right when it got put up, and we're seeing Aurex is kind of being forced to put down a ton more of these extra cannons. I mean, 3 cannons to your 3rd, you want to just do 1 if you can, but with it being scouted, you gotta play it safer. And we're actually having an early infestation pick coming out from Grippe. We may be seeing a big infested Terran bust.
That would be really interesting. I don't see this nearly enough. I'd love to see that happen. He is, of course, going up to all 6 gas. It's a lot of gas. Infestors are, of course, very gas heavy. The Observer sees this, though. He sees the gas come up. He sees the infestation pit. He sees everything in the main. But I really like your point about the scouting Zerglings, and his Overlord positions are in all the right places. All the places a proxy pylon will be down. He sees it, and he did almost suicide an Overlord. It actually survived, though, and now it's going to get an Overseer, and the Zerg player is also going to get a full scout in the Protoss player.
Yeah, that's really important. I mean, sentries are not going to be killing off that Overseer anytime soon. It looks like Skype just went out. Did it? Call on hold? What did the call go on hold for? That's kind of weird. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and okay.
Hi.
Hey, so not sure what just happened, but we're good now.
Yeah, we're good. And that was, I think he thought by hanging up it would go to us, but it actually puts us on hold.
Yeah.
So
Alright, but that's why I immediately called you right afterwards.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're actually having a 4th about to complete for Grippe, and he's taking the gases instantaneously, so he really wants that gas. If you look at Aurex and his scouting, he has seen now that basically every gas geyser has been taken, and he's most importantly seen the infestation pit building, so we had a lot of knowledge. But look at Grippe getting another 2 hatches inside his main, along with a Spire. He's going to have the options to go for anything, including a 8 extractor mutaswitch.
I mean, this is so interesting. Yeah, I was actually going to say, I really thought he was going to go for Greater Spire, because look at that Spine Crawler wall. He is building it up very, very quickly. So I was really surprised not to see a hive on the way, but he has just started it. It, of course, won't be timed with that spire, so I'm not sure if that was a mistake. He is low on gas, or if, like you said, he was going to go for some type of muta switch. I'm not really sure what he's doing here right now. Hopefully we'll see in like the next minute.
Yeah, I mean the thing is, I don't want to get flamed for saying you can go for an 8 gas muta switch, but if you look at the composition for Aurex, there is no stalkers. There is only anti-air is quite literally sentries. There is oh cool, we just got 2 stalkers. Oh my god! But that's why a muta switch actually would have been a great read. And since I saw him not going for his hive, I was thinking, holy god, that could actually work, and that would be really, really scary. But now we're having Aurex pushing out. He's going to probably warp in only stalkers now. His sentries have a ton of energy, and he's got that all-important Colossus and a couple of morals to complement everything.
This is so weird. Now he does, of course, see that there are at least a few spine crawlers up here. He doesn't see the quite the entire spine crawler wall, but he will soon, and he'll probably run back and be like, oh god, what's going to happen? And he probably will expect some fast broodlords. I really want to see how he reacts once he sees how many spine crawlers? 20 spine crawlers? No, it's 15 spine crawlers on my screen right now, but that's still a lot. That's like broodlord spine crawler.
Yep, and now we're actually having a really nice fungal locking in the Colossi, allowing the corruption to take them out. There's the corruption, and we're going to be seeing the death of all of the Colossi. 2 slows and 3 immortals, though. That's going to be a really helpful thing. There's a ton of Zergs. It's going to be all down on the forces and the stalker control, but there is no blink, and the fungal on those immortals is big.
Yeah, definitely. Really want those immortals to actually take down those structures, but actually one of them does survive. Some nice force loads actually taking out the majority of the links. They're now only infestors, and the spine crawler wall is a little weak on the right side, so if we wanted to, we could try and push back, but the fungals are good. Force load's also good, though, taking 2 infestors with them, and this is going to be very, very hard to break, but I think maybe Protoss can no, that's a lot of Zerg things. Whoa!
There's not as many more force fields left, though, and now the Zergs are going to get a full surround on everything, and there's nothing here that's very good against Lynx. The Colossi were taken down early, and here we have the complete envelopment of Aurex's army.
Yeah, a Colossi does come out in the nick of time, so these Lynx have to be very, very wary. Only 3 infestors left. A lot of gas went into all those corruptors. He's getting 5 more right now. He has 1,000 gas banked up if he wants to go into those broodlords, and here he goes. 3 broodlords in the making. I would love to see more, though.
I think he just used all his corruptors. That's all the corruptors he has left.
He's waiting for 5 more, and corruptors take a long time to finish, actually.
Yeah, 40 seconds and 34. It's going to be almost a minute and a half until we have those extra broodlords on the field. Aurex is going to start pushing him with Stalker Colossus, one of the most basic and effective compositions ever. And we're having the broodlords getting blinked on right underwards. But you know what? There might not be enough support for the Zerg. You could just lose this, and there goes a big... But there come the Lynx. Here come the Lynx, where the broodlords are down to their death. But there's the death of the entire Protoss army. To be honest, I'd almost say that was a worth it trade for Zerg.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm not really sure who that went for, but I'm kind of agreeing with you that that was better for the Zerg. He only lost 3 broodlords. He was, of course, waiting for more corruptors, and not all of the corruptors died along with it. His ground army is very weak right now, but 58 lings on the way, 3 more infestors for those key fungals, and his upgrades, something we haven't mentioned yet, are looking really, really good right now.
Yeah, it's actually because I just checked the Protoss' force and everything. +3 attack is just being researched now, and that is honestly late. I think you should always be having +3 at the latest 16 minutes, and that's done. Now we're having Zerglings destroying this Colossus so quickly, and a single G by Aurex, and that is going to be it. And we're going to be seeing Grippe taking a 1-0 lead in this particular best of 3. Well done by him, as we are going to be entering game number 2 next. And screw it, let's just go to it.
Okay.